And we're live. The robins have returned. The grass now overpowers the snow. This week it flip-flopped from mostly snow to mostly grass. We had 14 deer out here and 10 turkeys. And about 24 robins earlier today. Picking apart what we got here. We're on second to last day of March. And last day of collection here with the sugar bush. There go those wild turkeys. Oh, they're doing the trot. Sorry, boys. Didn't put food. The wheat. The wheat. I don't know how to regulate the chat here. Well, can't do any of that. I wonder how this will turn out.
The house. And I was like, over there in North Creek, it was all sunny. I'm packing up and getting ready.
We're live.
And I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pack a hoodie just in case. I'm glad I did, because I mean it's chilly. It's chillier over here than it was there in North Creek. The sun's back behind that cloud. I mean, it's a beautiful day. But gosh darn it, I tell you, I'm glad I brought this.
Here we are, live on the bush. What did
See how I drove the truck all the way back in here? Pretty cool, huh? I was like, damn, it looks dry. I'll see what I got first couple of feet. We'll see what happens.
Boy.
Then I looked at the tire tracks. There were none. I'm like, this is how you collect the buckets. Look at how good we cleaned it up last time. Look how beautiful that was.
Oh my God. Walk right in there.
Almost like we're coming out of Vermont.
What you call gentlemanly?
Almost looks like it's good enough to come out of Vermont.
Coming out of B-Town.
I can stay right in there.
Ah, leave it then.
Look at that first bucket right there.
That's what we got here.
I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna pull that tap, Jake.
Oh.
That son of a bitch and tap right there.
Hello and welcome to Blueline Bigfoot, coming to you live from Mockingbird Hill Farm, Maple Row. We're here doing the last collection of the year.
And I just gotta tell you guys, I'm tickled pink with what we had for this year. The results. Look at, she's dripping. We could definitely. I mean, last boil, Jake. I just got done doing the last boil. Finished the syrup. She came out grade A light fancy. It hasn't even didn't even come close to getting an amber color. Is it the syrup I just gave you? Very light, very, very sweet, very delicious. Last year's syrup was almost all medium to dark grade amber. Why? I don't friggin' know. I don't know. I mean, this last boil, I did it. When did I do it? 2 days ago, I finished it. Like, I don't know. We could keep going, but we're not gonna. You just take this like this. Give her a little handy hand. Little hand.
Tip, tip, tip,
Little
tip,
tippy,
tip.
tippy tap. You go. Look at that.
Look at that.
Some people plug them. I heard though that you leave them unplugged. You leave them just like that instead of, you know how we have in the past put little pieces of sticks and stuff in there.
Yeah.
I heard that a lot of people nowadays, it's better for the tree to leave it just like that, and it kind of grows around it as soon as, I don't know. That's what I heard. See these here right here. We plugged those with. You can see how we plugged these two with sticks from before when we tapped this tree the first time. Looks like they're running now. These two holes weren't gripping hardly at all. But that's what you're supposed to do, I guess. It seems like, I don't know. I don't know what it seems like, but that's what you do.
We'll find out. Let us know in the comments down below
Well,
what you heard.
Another thing, Jake, I was here collecting last time, and I noticed there's a couple trees here that were like really good runners and some that were like not so good runners, and I was gonna like mark them or keep some kind of like tabs on them. And I got thinking maybe we'll do that next year. This year we did really good by cleaning out the sugar bush. Next year maybe we could number the trees with real good numbers too. You know, with like nice wooden numbers or something that looks good. That you know, good enough for our sugar bush. We need nothing but the best here.
Yeah.
You know, you can't have anything unless it's the best. Here we go.
Oh, Tommy, we wish you were up here too, buddy.
Tommy who?
Here in spirit. Tommy Swear Jars, Mr. Hammond.
Swear Jars. Did you look at him? What are you going live, Jake? Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah, we want
You
live.
got it. Oh, it's running, bud.
Well,
That doesn't even look that healthy here.
yeah, I don't know if I'd,
That doesn't. It's not good.
yeah, no.
What's up with that? This first one was perfectly clean. These were just cleaned out like 3-4 days ago. Yeah. 3-4 days ago.
Yeah, that other one's, one down the lane here is overflowing. Frozen up on the top a little bit.
We're just gonna do what we can. Do what we can. Get as
Nope.
do as much tap, as much sugar in as possible. But this one, I don't know what the heck happened to this. There you go. Boy, Maple Row is just, it's a little piece of heaven here, Jake. After doing the cleanup, really just added a whole nother
Layer of enjoyment is just, I mean, let's take a look in here. Let's see what we got. Oh, sorry, boy, jeez.
These look good. These look good. Oh yeah. Those are good. Ow! Ow! Look at that. Last time I was in here, I got some syrup, some sap. And it was so sugary. Jake, I swear to God, my hands got sticky.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
From the
sticky.
content.
I'm like, this is what stuff with that. I told you, I didn't run a hygrometer. I didn't run a hygrometer on the sap itself. I did have one at one point, but it was the wrong thing. I have a hygrometer for the syrup, but they do make them for the sap too, so you can tell what the sugar content is in the sap itself. I didn't run one, but it was way sweeter than your benchmark. I forget what the ratio is. How many gallons of sap is it supposed to be? Like generally, is it
20? 20 or
I don't
22
know.
or something?
I don't remember.
I mean, I guess that would
We only do
depend,
this
too.
once a year.
Depends,
We
too.
only do this once a year.
I mean,
Jay!
I
Go back in
mean,
here and take these caps out of these people.
boy, look at him. That one is still running.
Go right.
Drip, drip, drip. 3-pack on there. I'm going to move up on the bush.
Move up on the bush, Dick.
Now, Tommy said his mom, his mom's got some good earners over there, too. We ever get in a pinch. Need a couple more trees tapped. Boy, that'd be too much like work. Oh, bud, that's half a bucket if it's any. Big old dead spider on top there. What's wrong, bud? Oh, are you still alive? Come on, bud, grab my hand. Grab my hand, bud. You might still be alive. Might just be cold. There you go, bud. Warm up. Try not to step on you. I think he was just cold. As cold as all. I don't know if I'm ready for. Yeah, this one's that's all right. Not a lot now, but I had to. That color's a little weird. Colorblind, but I don't know. Don't know. Jeez Louise. Ain't it gone? Good to see you.
Just doing some sugaring.
Just sugaring up here. Pops is in the chat. Andy
Pops!
gone.
No!
Andy gone's on site, bud.
Andy gone! Pops, how you doing, Dad? We love you. You son of a bitch, we love you.
Oh, don't swear. Don't swear, Jars. Jeez Louise.
Oh, it's a beautiful day
Oh,
here. Tell you what.
40 to 1, Tom says.
40 to 1.
40 to 1. Oh, jeez Louise. I didn't see Lukey D slipped in here, too.
I saw Lukey D today. You saw me do that
Look at
misty
him.
flip. I did a misty flip off that tabletop. You see me do that, Lukey D? Did that. I did a melon grab. Misty melon. Oh, Jesus. Look at this. That's what you call a top earner.
That's an earner right there.
Put this right there like that and you can tell you what. That's a top earner. That one right there.
11-11.
There. You take that. And if
11,
you
12,
do,
13.
and if you do, you take that. And if you do, Jake! Tell you what. Jake, you want a beer?
Yeah, boy. Jeez Louise. I have
You
a
want a beer, Jake?
Okay. I'll swat a couple zeros. You got a zero?
That's all I drink, Jake.
Hey, man. There you
Look
go.
at that. Zero right there for you. Now,
Yeah.
for the friends at home, I didn't know if I was going to be doing a video for myself or for some other people or just what I was doing. So I actually took some zero and I poured it in some empty beer cans. And my friend was over a couple weeks ago. He had some of these Paradox local brewery, and I poured it in there to make it seem like I was cool. But I didn't know you were going to even be here, Jake. So you can crack that. We'll do a cheers.
Yeah.
Oh. God damn, that's good.
Swear to God.
That zero beer, if anybody hasn't had any of that zero beer, no. This is the thing about it, though. It's a little crazy. I don't usually drink the Budweiser Zeros until it gets warmer. I'm a Guinness Zero guy, but ever since St. Patrick's Day, gone. There's none anywhere. So they're doing good with their Guinness Zero, which I'm really happy about for the general population, people that are trying to not drink alcohol, people that they want a good beer without the negative effects of the alcohol, because that Guinness Zero is just exactly like drinking Guinness. I mean, it's just like drinking Guinness. It's so good. It's not bad for you too. It doesn't have a lot of calories in it. It's good. So.
Now, let's just come up in the chat here. But Tommy said he's got a Guinness Zero in his fridge right now. He's going to go crack it in solidarity with us and do a...
That's great.
How many miles away is he down there? What is it, 250 miles to the city?
250.
Is it?
Jake, how would
Like
you come up with a number like
240,
that? What are you, some kind of
270?
fucking savant?
No, I mean,
Jeez.
how far is it from here to New York City?
Like, what are you, some kind of savant?
Tommy would know. Tom, what's the mileage between North Creek and wherever you're at down in there in the city? What's your guess, Adam? 323 miles, 416, 8, 9, 10,
Jake, what are you, some kind of savant?
6, 7, 11, 12, 13.
Jake, what are you, a savant? Jake! Let's go look over here.
Thanks, Andy Gunn. We love you. I hope you're doing well down there. Peace and hair grease to you.
Oh, look at this one. He's good. He's a little difficult. No, it's
Steak.
yeah,
We'll see you later, my friend.
he's perfectly fine. I like that. I like that. Oh, real good. Boy, the sugar bush. Nice.
You can walk down here free.
Whoever came in here and cleaned up this sugar bush is a real steward of the land.
Boy.
You get in here, it's a labor of love. Let's see, you ready? Get right in here. You ready? Watch this. Whoa!
What?
She's froze up. Froze up. But that's good. See, this is what I'm going to do. Now, the day we came in here, Jake, and did all this, all the stewardship, if you will,
Yeah.
to clean it up. If you remember that day, we hadn't collected in over a week. It ran heavy, then it got funky, and then it got real cold. And these buckets, most of them were almost filled. Most of them were filled, actually. and they were frozen solid, but it was discolored and weird. And I thought maybe, depending on how it was going to run, since the last time I came here and collected, we might be getting into the same situation. Full buckets of frozen sap. So I brought a hatchet, and then my plan was to go ahead and chop up. What are you looking at? You never seen anybody freaking do maple syrup in before? God damn it.
Take a picture, why don't you?
What do you think of this? This one's okay. You think is that weird? That's pretty good.
No, that's good.
Good, okay. Put that in there. Anyway, not knowing what we were going to be getting into.
Yeah.
I was like, are we going to do a really heavy run and then freeze? So I brought the hatchet thinking we might have to. What? Maybe we might have to, chop up some of the blocks so they'll fit.
Oh,
Maybe take them home. Instead of just, the last time I had two bins, I had like 6 trees, and that was as much as I could fit in there. Frozen blocks, dude. Frozen.
What could you do?
This time, we lucked out. You know what they say? This hatchet's a good example of this. It's better to need it, or have it and not need it, than need it and not have it, right? We got a hatchet. Do we need it? I don't think we need it. But, what if we did? We didn't have it.
But, late friend, Mr. John Williams always used to say, I'd rather be looking at it than looking for it.
Look at it.
Gotta have that right there.
Yeah.
Down. Down.
So the one without the lids is where we'll keep the spiles.
Okay.
For all you friends at home that don't know, the little tap things you put in the trees are called spiles, okay? You put them right in the tree, and that'll be it for that. Start a new one. Actually, fuck it. Let's keep putting spiles in there. I don't know, Jake. Just one thing after another. Let's see if that goes like that.
Better. Look at it.
If we look so, I can't believe how efficient we are.
Darn efficient.
How many years have we been doing this over here? This is our 3rd year doing this at Maple.
Yeah.
Maple Row. 3rd year. If anybody has any questions, put them in the comment section. We'll have one of our guys get on that. Without knowing. No one doesn't know shit about this. He can't answer them. Clipple. Doherty. Sven Doherty. He can answer the questions. He'll answer those questions.
Flip it to old Sven.
Paradox.
There you go.
Now Paradox. This is actually Bud Zero in here. But
boy.
It was for the video. But my aunt and uncle live down there in South Glens Falls next to Conrad's Brewery, right next to it. We went down there. And the old lady. We stopped in there as they're visiting with the aunt and uncle. We stopped in there, we were going to have something to eat. And there was outdoor dining. We had the dog with us. And we waited forever. And no one came. So I went up to the bar and I said, hey, is it okay if we're over at this table? They're like, yo, we have a wedding party over here, but everything out here is for you people. I said, okay. So we sat back there, sat there, more and more. Nobody showed up. I went back up and said, maybe I'll just go get us some beers. I go up there to the bar. I go, hey, you got any non-alcoholic beers? No. Wasted half an hour, 45 minutes of my life to have an answer of no. I go, really? I go, are you serious? He goes, yeah. That's exactly how I said it to him too. I'm not fucking kidding. And he goes, I'm sorry, sir. I go, yeah, it's okay. Come on, honey, we're out of here. Just like that, I said it. And we left. And we had, later that year, had my aunt and uncle up from South Glens Falls over for Thanksgiving dinner. What's he show up with? 2 6-packs of Common Roots non-alcoholic beer. I said, I guess that message
Got through.
got through. And he goes, it's not bad either. I go, you know why you have that in your hand? He goes, why? I go, because your nephew, God damn it. Jesus Christ. I'll tell you what, these people. It's like pulling teeth with somebody. You don't know. Tops, you go to Tops. Where's the Guinness? Zero. I would have bought ever since St. Patrick's Day. I mean, I probably would have gone through easy 3, 4 packs of it. But there's nothing to buy. So I didn't buy it. I was drinking straight up water. Out in Thrains, boiling. Then I went and got this. And it's good enough. It gets the job done. It's fun.
When are you gonna boil this?
I might fire this up today. Sven's up to the hill. I told him, you can go try to get some shredding up at Little Gore.
I got it all earlier.
It's probably not gonna. Most of it's gonna be probably pretty defiled, if you know what I mean. So he might be coming over to try out that chili. I mean, 5 gallons of vegetarian.
Yeah.
Oh, it's chicken chili, very healthy, no fat, no butter, very little salt, all Indian spices, corn, beans, green beans. Then I put a red kidney bean. I put a light brown kidney bean. I put pinto beans, cannellini beans.
Pinto.
2 different varieties of a chili bean. One from the Great Value brand and one from the Bushes. And then I put in black beans, frijoles negros. And now I did the tasting, and I decided that one thing it's missing chickpeas. Garbanzo beans. So I'm going to put in 4 regular-sized cans, 12-ounce cans of garbanzo beans, and I'm going to make probably...
drain and rinse them,
No,
dry them back up?
no.
Pour them right in
They
there?
go right in.
Chuck them
The
right in?
good ones, the ones they come in water, not syrup. There's no syrup in there like you get like a Dole fruit product. It's just the water in there. That's all it is. And the flavor in there it's an enhancer. There's nothing wrong with it. It goes right directly in. And you cook it for a really long time. This thing's gonna probably cook for 2 or 3 days on and off, and it evaporates, so that extra moisture. I don't like putting water in this thing. If I put anything in it, it'll probably be a vegetable stock. If I have to cook it, it's getting too thick. But
What's up, Wiz? Sasquatch Wizard
Adirondacks. My main man, Johnny. Johnny, we got to go out and squatch, my friend.
Things deep behind the blue line. Things are good, bud.
Good. We got to get out and squatch. I got an overnight. Remember that, John? Remember that time we took you to that place, secret place, where we saw this tree structures, and you didn't really have an answer for the one. I want to do a camp, an overnight there, and I want you to come with us. I think it'd be a lot of fun, and I want to do it soon. I want to do it within the next 3 weeks.
Boy.
You know how to get a hold of me. Have your people get a hold of my people. We'll figure it out. Anyway, one thing that veggie chili was missing, I put a lot of ginger in it. I put probably 3/4 of a cup of blended ginger in it, right? Took the ginger root and just minced it right in the Vitamix with some water. Threw it right in there. You take the ginger and you peel it and you cut it into little spears, little like shards, like little mini toothpick sizes that fit right in your mouth like that. You throw those in there, and those go in last. You don't want those to get cooked down too much. You throw them in there after the whole thing's together. So when you have a bite into that, it's really bright and it's just like, wow.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put in probably like, I'd say 2 to 3 cups of ginger shard into this before I take it off the final, heat and decide to bag it up and freeze it. And then all you got to do is you take it out of the freezer, you let it thaw, and you put it in a little pot on the stove for just a couple minutes, heat it up, eat it. I tell you what, and it's good for you. All those Indian spices, antioxidants, good for your immune system, good for everything, and they're very flavorful. I gotta say. Jake, we should go on to the next tree, huh?
All right.
We should want to drive up to the next one.
All right, here we go. Wiz says he's down. Get another 0 in you. Now we'll take a little meander here. See up the bush. Happy birthday banner still on there from Miss Charlie's birthday back on the 12th. Eddie Spaghetti and old Bob Shaw just had a birthday on the 27th now. 28th. My brother's Heavenly and his son Colton's birthday. He had Colt on his 28th birthday on the 28th. Way back when. Now this guy right here. This guy, he's a top earner. He's been a giver from way back, man. Oh, he ain't disappointing. He's not disappointing. Bud, he's just over. He's a solid contributor.
Really?
Solid.
What do you say?
Still flowing, a little over half. Got a little top heavy of
Holy
ice
dope!
there.
Remember that, Jake? Holy dope. From Johnsburg back in the day, we'd say, holy dope. It didn't get any further than Johnsburg, but we could maybe spread it now. You see something instead of saying, holy cow, holy dope.
Oh, looking at his cell phone.
That is real good. We're going to go like this. Put that in there like that. Put it down. Gently layer in there.
Bud. Here, you take these two. I'm going to get the, let me get this guy. Yeah. I'll do that lifting. Let me see that.
Man.
Let me see that. Oh, yeah. Oh, bud. Plus, since we took those stones out of the way, right to the...
This is...
Oh, bud.
This is a labor of love, guys. It's labor of love. Getting here to the Adirondacks, as we are. We're in Central Adirondacks too. Not like we're on the fringe. It's not like it's almost. It's not like it's questionable where we are in the park. We're in the Central Adirondacks. We're in the middle of the Adirondack Park here. Where? Look it up on your GPS. Call Nolan. Ask Sven. Just for fun. We could tell you right now, but we're not gonna. We're not gonna tell you where we are. If you don't know, it'd be good for you to find out. Now, we have those two. We have a friend of ours, Phil. Last year, he's like, he did some work for us up Garnet Hill. He's great guy, really good guy. Yeah, talented guy too. He's super cool, chill, awesome, good friend. He's like, Adam, are you gonna be doing maple syruping this year? I go, yeah, do maple syruping this year. Well, maybe do you think you would have? Is there any? I go, what do you want, Phil? What do you want? Want some syrup? Well, no, I mean some sap. I make beer. I make a maple doppelbock. I was like, what do you need, Phil? I'll give you anything you want, Phil. Whatever you want. He said 5 gallons. I said, okay, cool. That's all you need? He's like, yeah. So I said, okay, this is what we're going to do. You get a 5-gallon bucket. You go over to Maple Row at Mockingbird Hill Farm. And you can take all our buckets off and you can have all the sap you want. He did. He brought all the taps back to my house. They're all clean and neat and tidy. And then he brought a bottle of beer over for us to try, to sample. And I didn't drink it for like 6 months. It went there in the fridge because I don't drink alcohol. And I was cleaning out the fridge, middle of the end of the summer, something like that. And there's that beer bottle. I'm like, God damn, this thing's bad. I've moved this thing too many times. I popped the top, took a sip off that thing. And Jake. That beer was delicious. I was so impressed. I was like, damn, do you want 10 gallons next year? Because, I'll take 2 of those beers. Special occasion beer like that. It was so good. It was delicious. It was good. So, today we're going to try to get, I would like to, we don't have as much sap as I wanted to collect. I was hoping to get a full 30 gallons and then the leftovers would be going to Phil. But I don't think we're going to get 30 gallons. So I think the last tree, which is our number one runner, General Sherman, the biggest tree we have, I think we'll try to, we might leave the taps right on there. And then you know, he can come over. He knows right where it is. He can come over here and take the taps off and take the sap with him. If that runs for, you know, a couple good days, he's gonna get easily a 5-gallon bucket is all he needs. I want him to do 10 now. Why wouldn't you want to do 10?
He's
Fuck's
a small batch guy.
Fuck's his problem, Jake?
Jeez, he likes those small batches, huh?
What's his problem though? What the fuck's his problem? He's like, Adam, I ran into him in the tops 2 weeks ago. Hey, it's good to see you. Are you gonna be are you doing sugaring again this year? Like, what do you want, Phil?
Spit it out.
Spit it out. I don't got time for this. I gotta get the bacon, go home and cook breakfast. He's like, anyway, we squared it away. I told him anything you need. Maybe I'll call him. Should I call him right now on video? Let me call him. Let me call him, see if we put him on speaker. Jake, I tell you what, days like this, times like these, guys like us, that gnar I shedded up there today was just, I mean, an old guy like me. I was snowboarding with kids up there today. They were like, you are awesome. And I'm like, I know. I'm like, I'm 50 years old. They're like, no, you're not. The moves that you have, the ability level, the flexibility and the agility, you seem like you're in your late teens. Phil Johnson.
Now, at the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, simply hang up or press pound for further options.
Hey, Phil Johnson, this is Adam calling. We're over here at Maple Row, Mockingbird Hill Farm in Minerva. We're going to leave some, this is my last day of collection here with Jake. We're going to leave some buckets up for you, though. And we're thinking, you know, you could probably get it here and get maybe 10 gallons. I was thinking maybe instead of just doing 5 gallons this year, you could do 10. And if you don't do 10, just let me know, because if that's the case, I'm not giving you any fucking sack. All right? Later. That guy. He's a piece of work.
Now he knows.
Now he knows.
Now he knows.
He's going to be like, that Adam is just such a jerk. He's not going to be like that.
What did I do to him?
No, he knows. I already told him. I was like, whatever you need. If you want 2 gallons, great. 3 gallons, great. 4 gallons, perfect. I don't care if it takes 6 gallons, Jake. I tell you how many gallons of chili I got at my house on the stove right now.
It's in a 7-gallon pot, right?
It's a 7-gallon. It's almost 7 gallon to the brim, and there's at least 5 gallon.
Mockingbird Hill Speedway.
5 gallons of chili in that thing. You know what? You know who we haven't seen commenting on our videos is that guy Johnny from Adirondack Bigfoot. We should get him involved. Imagine having him go camping with us. Oh my God, that'd be amazing. Johnny, you see us? I know you do. I know you know who we are, and I know Les Stroud knows who we are too. I know you do. I see that movie you made there with Tom Green. You're copying our shit, burning the tent down. So I know you know who we are. So I know you're watching. Incognito, probably some other guy we don't know. I know what you do. It's okay. You got to keep your anonymity. I understand. But on the down low, we don't have to tell anybody. You want to come to the 80K and do some real squatching? Let us know. We'll take anybody. Doesn't matter who they are. Jake, you ready to get this rig up to the next batch?
Do it.
I'm gonna leave that right there. If that spills over, it's no big deal. A little bit of how is it tasting though? It's not bad. I mean, it's a little watery.
It's a little water.
Watery.
A little water, but that's all right. Good little swatter.
It's a little watery. That Guinness is way better, but let's see here. I'll leave that just like that. If it spills, it spills.
You might be getting down to the end. I'm getting low on battery life too now.
Okay, well, shut it. Let's say goodbye to people right now, because I mean, we should probably get to work.
Probably should.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode, a live episode, streaming episode. Let me get out of the sun here. Back in the sun this way. Thanks a lot. You can look for more content coming up soon. Sometime between now and 2030. just keep an eye out, because you never know when the BLB is going to strike. And when they do, it's like hotter than a blazing iron. I tell you what, we are always hitting the target hot. Right, Jake? This is my sugaring hat, too.
Oh,
Got this from Jake.
What?
Warm out, you put
Are you
these
serious?
up. Cold out, put them down. These zeros are delicious. That one's already full. I'm not gonna do that. All right, guys.
I bet you do. All right. Peace and hair grease. Later, Tommy. Thanks, Luke. Thanks, Wiz. Boy, yeah, that maple double bock does sound good. He's saying, mm-hmm.
It is.
Wow.
I'm gonna call Phil again. That son of a bitch.
Ain't gonna
Put a bug. You know, just say, Phil. You know, I got more sap.
later, Mosh.
Doing all this stuff for him just for one beer.
Labor.
Pine tree should come out next year.
Labor of love. Yeah, all these pecker poles.
You know what I was thinking before we do decide to tune off, go off the interwebs next year.
Mm-hmm.
I had this thought. We did a lot of good cleaning here this year. The sugar bush was looking top quality. Next year, like I said, with numbering the trees will be really good. But we should have a log of the things that we do. The date that we start, have a sugaring log. That's on paper.
Yeah.
A little
sure.
notebook thing. And that's only for sugaring. And we put in there, we say, this date is when we tap. What are the conditions like? How much snow is on the ground? What's the temperature? Things of this nature. What's called data. Put that in there. You have some analytics. And throw it in some AI. See if we can generate up a little bit of a one of those charts there. Flow chart, and we'll see what happens, and then go back through and say, okay, we got this tree this year was tapped, tree number 5 produced so much. I don't want to say how many gallons of sap tree number 5 produced for the year, but just like kind of like what it generally, how it's flowing compared to like the
that's
biggest
a great
one.
idea. I love data.
Something like that would be kind of cool.
Data would be nice.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, I'm all about it.
And just kind of see like what we're doing, and generally, like, you get the stuff home after we've collected. I can get an idea of how many gallons of sap after it's all filtered and ready to boil. I can, measure it within a half a gallon or so of how many gallons of sap we have in for each boil, because that the first boil we had was good. It was definitely good, but the second one we did, the sugar content was freaking through the roof. I mean, I had like 23 gallons of sap, and I made over a gallon of pure grade A light fancy syrup out of it. What is that all about? It's crazy. I couldn't believe it. I was like blown away. So those numbers it'd be good to look at those numbers. And another thing we should do next year is we should actually get a hygrometer for the sap. And it'd be fun to be out here on a nice day in the field and, test this tree. Test them. This tree could be tree number, let's say it's tree number 8.
Heck
whatever.
yeah.
And we'll test it and right there in the field and see what the sugar content of the sap off tree number 8 is on, March 5th. And then we'll test it again on March 29th, It'd be neat to just have those kind of things, just give us a little something extra. It's a small operation.
Yeah. I think we have all the start dates. We started the very first year. It was on leap year, and we collected the 29th. Didn't we collect and boil the first day?
First year, yeah.
Yeah, first year, and then the next year, I want to say it was like we were like within a day or like a day before or a day after. Wasn't it like the 28th? Was it like a day before? Maybe it was a year. Yeah, almost to the year.
Because we thought we were late, and then we're like, no, we're perfect.
Actually, you're right on. Yeah.
Why wouldn't we be?
Yeah, of course.
And then this year it's been a hard year as far as like I have my finger on the pulse of the sugaring industry locally, due to largely in part because my dad lives next to a big operation, and he has friends. He sold his evaporator to some other people that he knows, and they just do their little talking, and Dad will give me feedback, be like, oh, last year at this time they made so many gallons. They've already done 3 full boils already by now, and now they didn't do their first significant boil until
the second week of March, where last year they were boiling in finishing a batch in the first week of February. And then this year is like,
yeah.
so, you
Yeah.
know, and then I was like dragging my heels. Like I told you, I thought, I'm not
Yeah,
going to
we're
do it
gonna
this
do
year.
it,
I
yeah.
got enough syrup in my house. And then all of a sudden it was just like, no, I go, there's no way. I'm not tapping this year. I don't have the time. I don't have the time or the patience or the money for it this year. I'm not doing it. And then with like less than 60 seconds later, I said, oh, I got to get a hold of Jake. We got to tap this week. We tapped 2 days later.
We're tapping. All
So
right.
guys, yeah, lots of good things to think about. Anybody has any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about? Any suggestions on NA beers? Anybody want any more information about that? If anybody has any suggestions for NA wines or spirits, please let me know. I was trying that free FRE wine. Not good. I love a nice deep-bodied red wine with some Italian food, and I haven't been able to have that in quite some time. Maybe a sip or two here and there, but it's just not worth it. It always makes me ill. And that free just doesn't cut it. If anybody has anything like that they want to contribute, or any kind of real good spirit, like a nice something to make like a mocktail with, or anything like that, let us know. If you have any questions about the mapling, let us know about that. And if you have any other questions, or maybe you might want to know when are we going to go live in the studio again. There's a couple really pretty fantastic guests that we might be having on in the next 5 or 10 years. You might look out for them, because they could or could not be on the show. So give a shout out to, if you're watching, if you're listening, Daniela Iolo, all the way from over the pond. I hope you're watching. I hope you're listening. If you have any questions or concerns, probably more concerns than anything, let us know in the comments section, or just give us a jingle, and we'll get something together. She's doing some really cool stuff these days with animals, with pets. Very cool stuff. Very proud of her for that.
Denny Staten.
And Danny Staten. Did he get his hat, Jake?
Project Cryptid. Greetings from South Carolina. Yeah, it was a few. Claire Dog just popped in. Hey guys.
Claire Dog, yo.
Claire Dog, yo.
Jesus, I'm gonna have to have a cheers. Claire Dog, yo, cheers, buddy. Right there to you.
Oh, wow. The hat you can get over to Chestertown there, or you go right to the website. These guys at OR, they'll get you a good deal on that.
Look at that. These things are mint.
They're not bad here. Tommy, he's boiling tonight. He might touch it off tonight.
Tommy's boiling tonight. Tommy.
No, he wants to know when you're boiling.
Oh.
Could be tonight.
No, it depends. I mean, it really depends on a couple things. I have a roaster chicken that we raised over in a Thurman. I threw that in a crock pot, and that's going to be a nice chicken dinner for tonight. And then we got Sven wondering what's going to go on this evening. He really wants to try that chili. I'm thinking if I can, maybe I'll get this stuff put together and start boiling out in Thrains. But we're only not even halfway down the road yet, boy. And there is a lot of ice in this. And as far as economically, you don't want to start boiling ice. You bring the ice in the house, you let it melt overnight, and then you start boiling the next day.
Yeah.
So I might not boil tonight. And then once you get it going, I like to do it all in one shot, Jake. I like to get the VJ Singh, my nice Vermont Castings wood stove, cranking out there. You temper the filtered sap on that, and that goes into the evaporator. So you're never putting cold sap into the evaporator when it's boiling at a heavy roaring boil. A roaring boil. And when you throw that in there from off the wood stove, there's hardly a hiccup. It sits there for a couple minutes, and then right back to a boil. If you threw that cold sap in there, it would put it a screeching halt, and then that's more BT. You'd lose all those BTUs. So basically, every batch, you kind of got it. Economically, you want to keep it. You want to get everything ready to go, and you want to just kind of run it right down the line. Filter the sap. It goes on the wood stove. You temper it there. It goes in the evaporator, and you keep going until it's near completion in the big evaporator outside. Then you can shut it off and let it do its thing. Come down to whatever. It gets down to a little bit not so hot. Then you strain it, bring it inside, and you finish it off indoors in a controlled environment with you take it out every once in a while with the hygrometer. Did we ever make a video about that? We didn't show the folks how to do that. They can look it up online.
Get that online.
Anyway, I can go on and on and on. We should have a picnic down here. There's a lot of ticks probably down here, huh? All those deers around here. It's just like my house. I got ticks freaking everywhere. I get Lyme disease down here hanging out. Especially this time of year. Put a blanket right out, maybe some cheese, get some Lyme disease.
Take a nap here on that sunny day.
All right, guys. We love you. It's better to be looking at it than looking for it. Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss. Hui, hui, hui. Hello, my sweetie, hello, my ragtime girl. Huh?
Is that thing on?
Huh? No. Oh, yeah. How do I get that?
What do you do? You turn it
Turn
on?
this thing off on like
What do you
this
do?
I don't know. There's a button.
Look at that. Who's those guys?
There's a button you're supposed to hit. You look like Harry Anderson's there, right? Oh, are you sure you want to stop?